Hey everybody, welcome back to Swift Lessons. Today we're jumping back into song tutorials with a tune that in my view is as relevant today as it was when it was written back in 1971. I'm talking about Cat Stevens' Peace Train. Now we're going to get started learning how to play that iconic intro, and then from there I'll break down all the chords and also the strumming pattern, which is something that a lot of players get wrong. Let's get started with a full demonstration of the tune. I want you to see what you can figure out using your ear and your own intuition, and then from there you can jump into the instructional segments. Chord sheet, tabs, and everything else are available for you at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Let's jump in. Here we go. A 3 and 4 and been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. And I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Oh, I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Oh, peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Come on the peace train. Peace train, holy roller, everyone jump upon the peace train. Come on the peace train. So get your bags together, go bring your good friends too, 'cause it's getting nearer, it soon will be with you. So come and join the living, it's not so far from you, and it's getting nearer, soon it will all be true. Oh, peace train, holy roller, glide on the peace train. Come on the peace train. Lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Oh, peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Come on the peace train. Oh, peace train, holy roller, everyone jump upon the peace train. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, it's the peace train. Okay, taking a close look at the fretboard, getting started with our intro section. We're in standard tuning, the key of C major. Now this intro can be broken up into 4 different phrases. Phrase number 1, phrase number 2, phrase number 3, and number 4. Okay, breaking that down, first I'm going to share with you the underlying chord progression that adheres to this melody. It's very, very simple. We're just playing the chords C, G, C, F, C, F, F, G, A minor, and F, G, F. right, so right there we have that bouncy rhythm. It's highly syncopated with those chords coming in a little bit early. Down, down, up on those upstrokes, right? And that's a rhythm that a lot of players mistakenly try to apply to the entire tune. But if you listen to the original recording, you'll notice that things change up for the verses and the choruses. All right, so let's get that down. I'm gonna teach you that strumming pattern. There's a lot of room for variation here and tons of different tricks that Cat throws in, especially in his live performances. But one tried and true approach would be down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Apply the same thing to each of the preceding measures. The F, C, F, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then in the third measure, we're going to apply that strumming pattern split across 3 chords. F, G, A minor. And then the final measure is just F, G, F. Put all that together and we have down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, F, G, A minor, and F, G, Okay, now, over those changes, the first measure we had that C, G, C progression. Over that we're playing. Very simple. He's thinking the C major scale played in intervals of the 6th. All right, just playing up to the 5th fret. And then going back again. So I've got frets 2 and 1 of the D string and the B strings. Then same strings move into the 3rd frets. Hybrid picking, plucking with my pick and middle finger. Sliding up to fret number 5. Letting it hang there just a little bit before returning back the way I came. Put that together and we have. All right, and right there, that's where the rhythm is gonna start, the underlying strumming pattern. All right, now, the next measure, we have the F, C, F progression we're gonna play. Phrase number 2, I'm thinking F major chord, I'm borrowing some chord tones, hammering onto the 2nd fret G string, then with my middle finger, plucking the high E string. Now I'm gonna slide up to fret number 3 on the G, and then grab the high E string, again using that hybrid picking. From there, we're just sliding up to the 5th fret position, plucking the strings apart before sliding 3 up to 5. Put phrases 1 and 2 together, it should sound like this. Here's the rhythm coming in on over F major. Now, phrase number 3. All right, so I'm in the 5th fret position, G and high E string, then double plucking on fret 7, double plucking again as I grab frets 9 and 8 of the same strings. All right, from here I'm gonna play a hammer on. I'm plucking both strings as I hammer 8 up to 10 high E string. Then go and find the 7th fret position. All right, so far you got. So beautiful. Now to wrap it up, we're just gonna play this. Very simple, 5, 7, 5, bum, bum, bum. All right, then just pluck in those notes 3 more times to finish up the intro. All right, put all that together and we got F. All right, if you can play that, then congrats, you're ready to move into the verse sections. Okay, excellent work everybody. You have the intro section down. Now you're ready to jump into the verse sections. Good news, they're all basically played the same exact way, and we're gonna be using the same chords that we had in the intro section. Here, we're gonna be ditching that syncopated rhythm with the chords coming in on the upstrokes, and instead jump into basically straight 16th note strumming. All right, here's a demonstration. A 3 and 4 and... Okay, breaking that down, we're starting off with that C, G, C chord change. Now we could just play it as straight 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. But if you want to make it sound a little bit more like the original track, you might want to add this high G note in there, just like this. And also a hammer on to the 2nd fret of the D string. That's something that he would do very often. All right, so my more authentic version of the strumming performance would be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, hammer, down, up. All right, then when we get to the F, C, F, we can keep that high G note, making it an F add 9, and strum. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, stop, chicka. Cover up the strings, muted strums. So far you have, I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, chicka. All right, now line number 3 of this verse, we're gonna play F, down, up, G, down, up, A minor, and then a little melodic trick over the A minor chord shape. What I did there was an upstroke, pulling off 3 down to 1, and then an upstroke on the open B string. All right, hitting that sus2 chord. All right, put that together, we should have down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, up. All right, then the final measure, we're going F, G, F. And again, I like to throw in that high G note. At least on the last F major chord. So it could be. All right, and that'll roll us right into the next verse. All right, put that together and it should sound like this. A 3 and 4 and I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, chicka, and I believe it could be something good has begun. All right, just like that, you can apply those exact same techniques to each of your verse sections, and you can also jump into the chorus. We're just gonna need to make some slight adjustments to make those sections work. Okay, beautifully done, everybody. You have the intro and the verse sections down. Now we're gonna be recycling those techniques to create our chorus section. All right, so pretty simple. We're gonna start off with the beginning of our intro riff, singing, "Oh, peace train sounding louder." Then we're jumping into line number 2 and the F, C, F chord change. Glide on the peace train, just a regular F chord. All right, then in line number 3, verbatim. Ooh, ah, ee, ah, ooh, ah. All right, then the 4th line, we're gonna throw in a stop at the end. Come on the peace train. All right, then from there we have chorus 1B. All right, where we're basically gonna do the same thing again. Peace train, holy roller, everyone jump upon the peace train. Now there in that second line of these choruses, I find myself throwing in that syncopated rhythm again, and that's because we're hearing the intro riff being played underneath of these changes. So, peace train, holy roller. Ooh-ah, ee-ah, ooh-ah. Come on the peace train. Now if I'm going back into a verse, I might find myself throwing in that high G note again, because then I could just jump right into the next verse. Get your bags together, go bring your good friends too, so on and so forth. Okay, very good, everybody. You have the intro, the verse, and the chorus sections complete. Now we're jumping into the final section that you need to learn to play this song, and that is this very simple instrumental section. Looks and sounds like this. And F. All right, so pretty easy. We're borrowing notes from our C major chord in E-shaped position. Just gonna be frets 9 on the G and 8 on the B. All right, take that down a full step before going to the 5th fret position. All right, get that rhythm down.
there at the end, just 4 extra strums. All right, then we're transposing up a 4th. All right, so now we have a little piece of the F major chord, again by no coincidence. Gonna be frets 10 and 8 of the B and the high E strings. Same exact rhythm. All right, so I just took that position down a full step and then finally found myself 6 and 5 of the same strings. All right, so. All right, with the rhythm. All right, then from there, you're just gonna borrow from the verses. F major, G, A minor, throwing in that little trick over the A minor chord, then F, G, and F. All right, with the high G note optional. Put all that together and we got, sounds great if you can slide. Alright, and just like that, friends, you're ready to perform. Congratulations. Alright friends, thanks so much for checking out this Cat Stevens guitar tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and be sure to let me know what song you'd like for me to break down next. I want to thank my patrons for making all these lessons possible. I hope you're enjoying those extra resources at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Until next time, this is Rob coming at you from the Jersey Shore, saying happy picking.